And we are underway. Wisconsin's first match of the season, Kansas's third. Plenty of size on the court. Wisconsin out of the Big Ten. Kansas, of course, out of the Big 12. And Carter Booth with the answer for Wisconsin to tie us up. In the exhibition portion of the season for the Badgers, had a minor knee procedure and was held out for precautionary reasons. You can notice her playing with a sleeve and a brace on her knee. First swing for Mimi Colyer, the new Badger, and Oregon transfer, Point, Wisconsin. Una Viagic serving for Wisconsin. That's Selena Laban off the big Badger block. Furbringer settles underneath it for Wisconsin and sets up Natalie Wardlow, the true freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska, and that's her first stat as a Badger.
That's an impressive swing from the middle blocker turned right side. She was a middle blocker coming into Wisconsin, but is playing on the right side for them right now. Coach Sheffield talked about how crucial it's going to be for her as a blocker to be on the right side over there.
That's an ace serve for Una Viagic, the native of Serbia. 4 straight points for the Badgers as Laban with the pass, and Zelenovic, a great dig by the new Wisconsin libero, Kristen Simon, a true freshman libero, and that helps lead to a Wisconsin point. Here's a pass all the way over to Wardlow. Dalton with the set, tight to the net. Laban was able to get it over. Ryan White, the Kansas libero, serves her counterpart, Kristen Simon, and that's an ace.
Coach Ulmer talked about he wants to have a really strong serving team too, and he's doing just that.
Right back to Simon on the serve, and Colyer down the line, plants it in front of Katie Dalton. That was a mammoth serve from Grace Egan that drew a gasp from the crowd, and another great serve that sets up an overpass. Furbringer sets the middle. That's Alicia Andrew, another new middle blocker for the Badgers, who comes up big, go figure, on the block a moment ago. From the back row, Egan drives the ball. It leads to another overpass. Furbringer over to Colyer, dug by Ryan White, and it's a point for Wisconsin. 5 kills on 6 chances, no errors. Colyer has 1 season of eligibility left, so a one and done for Wisconsin. Selena Laban, just a freshman on the other end of her college career, with an ace serve for the Jayhawks. Already 2 aces for Kansas in this first set. Laban, a changeup that time. She serves even tight to the net. Ryan Swanson tried to stuff it down for Kansas. To the back row, Viagic with a drive. It's brought back in by Burns, and a bump pass over by Dalton, the setter. Here's Furbringer now. Back to Colyer. A dig by Laban in the back row, and she had no answer. And now she serves. Out of bounds. This is Reese Patak, the sophomore middle blocker for Kansas. She is from Prescott, Wisconsin, which is up near the border of Minnesota. Furbringer to Colyer, no answer. Simon the serve for Wisconsin. Colyer, number 15, already with 7 kills for Wisconsin. Swanson's first kill of the match. A good serve from Katie Dalton, and Booth looking for open floor space, but Dalton the dig, now Booth the block. Dalton over to Zelenovic. Nearly dug off the Kohl Center scoreboard, and it lands on Wisconsin's side of the net for a Kansas point. 2-point Badger lead. A drifting serve by Dalton. Colyer goes cross court, puts it in the back row. Her 8th kill.
They played really well in that game, so I don't blame him.
Off the serve by Logan Bell. Laban off the Wisconsin block. Furbringer sets the middle, and Carter Booth with her second kill.
There it is. Carter Booth really getting a handle on that.
Viagic gives Kansas a lot of problems on that serve. And she tries to complete the point on the overpass. Wardlow sends it the other way. And a great block by Mimi Colyer. She stuffs Jovana Zelenovic. The hang time, really impressive for Colyer there. It earns Viagic another serve, but it's long. Another serve error for Wisconsin. If Wisconsin were to clean up their service errors, and Kansas with their first service error of the set, playing on their home campus, but not their home court also. Patak, Reagan Burns back to serve for Kansas. From Lafayette, Indiana, one town over from Purdue in the Big Ten. Egan with another blistering serve. Push to the back row, Simon the dig. Egan an off-kilter attack. Dalton sets Patak on the slide. Patak loves that one-foot attack, and it counts for the Kansas point. Patak drives that one almost through the back row, and Wisconsin cannot dig it. Here's Selena Laban, goes cross-court on the serve. Wisconsin in system, that's Andrews with the swing. Ryan Swanson off the Wisconsin block. Over to Egan, and a great dig by Burns. From the back row, pushed over by Laban, and Wisconsin caught flat-footed. Kansas continues to hang around, with Laban serving, one of 3 international prospects that come into the Kansas program, all with 4 years of eligibility. Furbringer at 5'11" is going to give up height in most setter jousts, but Dalton about her height as well. And the point there won by Alicia Andrew of Wisconsin. Kind of shocked the volleyball world going all the way to the Final Four in Sheffield's first season as head coach in 2013. Ryan Swanson with the Kansas point off a touch.
That was a little bit of a faster ball from Dalton to Swanson.
Here's Patak, the Wisconsin native. Kept out of the net by Viagic and pushed over by Simon. Now Dalton sets Aisha Iono. Beg your pardon, Aisha Iono. And Laban got her hands switched around to the back row. Point Wisconsin. So Viagic with her first kill as a Badger. She's a redshirt sophomore, but has been injured for the entirety of her NCAA career. Blew out her knee in February 2024. Dalton dumps it over. Wisconsin was ready. Viagic blisters that ball for the Wisconsin point.
Great swing by Viagic. She's a little bit undersized, so she's not going to be the biggest hitter. She's not going to go up and take these crazy hammering swings. So she's got to be a little bit smarter. She's able to see that hole in the block and just bounce it there. I mean, that had a little bit of heat behind it, but she was able to see that there was a huge hole in the block, and she can just hit straight down and bounce that.
Wisconsin closing in, 4 points away from taking the first set. Swanson the swing for the Kansas point.
A little bit of a setter switch up here.
McCline serving now. She is an Oregon transfer. Came over with head coach Matt Ulmer to the Kansas program, but she can't dig that ball from Carter Booth. Now Wisconsin back in rotation 1. Furbringer just over the tape of the net. Over to Swanson. Dug by Viagic. And from the back row, Colyer, her 10th kill. Furbringer again. That's Klein, the new setter. Zelenovic is denied again at the pin. For Wisconsin, number 24 serving for set point. Different vibe inside the field house, but they're on their feet nonetheless. Bad set by Klein, and Wisconsin takes the first set. Underway in the second set, and Kansas looking for an answer. That's a pretty good start, courtesy of Jovana Zelenovic. Wisconsin out of system, and on the free ball, Kansas looking for a 2-0 lead. Zelenovic cross court, it's dug by Furbringer. Another free ball offered by Wisconsin. Dalton to the middle, and Patak puts it away.
That's a great high IQ swing.
Patak is Kansas's kills leader through the first 2 matches. She's got 3 now. That one whizzes our way and off the Wisconsin block for a Kansas point. Kansas hit just 100 in the first set, compared to the Badgers, who hit over 500. And Kansas is off to the races here, a 4-0 start and another kill for Zelenovic. The libero Ryan White gets us going again. She serves Mimi Colyer. Wisconsin in system, it doesn't matter. Viagic is stuffed by Laban on the opposite pin for Kansas. Laban only 6 feet. Booth is set in the middle. Push to the back row, and she puts it in front. Well, it looks like the side of the court that Wisconsin's on now is the bad luck side. This was the side Kansas was on. Look at this.
They handled it well in the first set, so maybe there's just some weird vibes going on over here on this side.
Colyer tries to swing Wisconsin back to life. Laban with a roll shot, and Colyer is there. Wardlow, point Kansas. Maybe she'll try it again. Reagan Burns, but again, a new venue here, or unorthodox at least. Badgers have played in the Kohl Center before. That's down the line for Patak on the attack. There's a Patak with 4 kills, and Laban serves Colyer. Alicia Andrew. Colyer the swing on a give and go. Dalton on the slide to Patak. She's blocked, and a point for Wisconsin. Alicia Andrew, the Baylor transfer. Redshirt senior from Ridgefield, Washington. Here's Grace Egan, another new transfer for the Badgers roster. Dug by Viagic. And Egan with a big swing from the back row. Dalton on the slide to Patak. That's worked, but Wisconsin's block has been up to the challenge. Now 2 straight points. Back to the action. This is Grace Egan. And a service error for Wisconsin. They had 5 of them in the first set. Back to Reese Patak. Dug by Simon. Furbringer sets the pin. Colyer off some high hands. Dalton now leaves it for the back row. Laban turned aside, and she was into the net. A point for Wisconsin. Colyer serves now into the net. Now 7 service errors for the Badgers. Katie Dalton goes to Simon, the freshman libero, in her college debut. Here's Swanson, blocked by Andrew, 1-on-1. Now to Zelenovic through the back row. Point Wisconsin, there was no touch. 6-7. Jovana Zelenovic. Dug by Egan, on the pass rather. Colyer out of the back row. What a dig by Bell. Furbringer sets Booth. And Dalton across the way to the pin, and Laban puts it away. Didn't work on that point for Wisconsin. Bell serves Egan again. Over to Viagic, and that was smoked off the shoulder of Bell. A point for Wisconsin. Furbringer serves, and again, Viagic has been on the Wisconsin roster for a couple of seasons now. She's up on the block on Zelenovic there, but she hasn't played because of injuries. She's got 4 kills. Ryan White serves tight to the net. Furbringer keeps it on Wisconsin's side. Dalton in system for Laban, and Laban with another point for the Jayhawks. Just great matchups no matter how you slice it. The Texas Creighton match will be a rematch of the Sweet 16 last year. And that is Egan's first kill as a Badger. Viagic the serve. Laban lines up off the Wisconsin block. Furbringer to Egan. This is Heidi Devers, the serving specialist, into the match for the first time. Colyer a roll shot, and anything to get the Wisconsin offense on track. Colyer with 10 kills in the first set. That's her first kill of the second set. Laban off the block. Viagic, the bump pass to Egan. Dug by White. Bell for Laban. Colyer. Dalton. Wisconsin was ready. Great dig by Furbringer. Furbringer again on the dig. Here's Egan. Point Wisconsin. Laban, the native of Slovenia, again with extensive international experience. A service error there.
They had the option to play that ball. That's a good service error.
Makes you hold your breath if you're Wisconsin. There's a good serve for Grace Egan, but Ryan Swanson puts it home. Point Kansas. Reese Patak serves. Furbringer tight to the net. Signals cross with Colyer, and that's off the antenna. Point Kansas. Colyer with 1 kill in the second set after 10 in the first. Egan from the back row. Dalton for Kansas on the slide to Aisha Iono. Colyer down the line. Dalton flips it to Iono again. Furbringer picks out Viagic in the back row. That's 56 years young, Mac.
Right. Sorry, Mom.
Swanson blocked by Andrew and Furbringer. Swanson cross court. It's booted by Simon into the fourth row. Viagic with some heat. I spoke to him this week, say, oh yeah, Viagic, she's gonna be a 6 rotation basically automatically after sitting on the bench all last season, coming back from a knee injury, but you're seeing why. I mean, this is a really good volleyball player. Viagic with 5 kills in her Wisconsin debut. That's second on the roster right now. Kristen Simon the serve. And if you're Wisconsin, maybe it's too little too late for the second set, but you can play to carry momentum into the third. Colyer, that's out. Point Kansas. That was Collier's first attack error of the match. Viagic down the line. Point Kansas. It was out. Dalton has to keep it on Kansas's side of the net, and Kansas was in the net. Dug by Furbringer on the drive by Zelenovic. A pancake save by Ryan White, but Kansas sends it out of bounds. Give Una Viagic credit for that point. Furbringer misfires, and now it's set point for Kansas. Furbringer races underneath it, sets up Egan. That's out. Point Kansas, and they take the second set in impressive fashion. Great top 25 matchups in volleyball no matter where you look, and it's great that you have your eyes on the opening Spike Classic here in Madison. Underway in the third set. Colyer smokes a ball off Katie Dalton, and that's what we saw more of in the first set from Colyer. So a stark contrast in hit percentage for Wisconsin between set 1 to set 2. Carter Booth gets Wisconsin off to a 2-0 lead. 5 kills and a block for Booth. Friendly roll for Viagic off the tape. A point Wisconsin.
I love a little net clip, using the equipment to your advantage.
Wisconsin 0-2 all time against Kansas. Not many programs that Wisconsin has played and not beaten. It's still early for spooky season and Halloween, but Laban's got 6 kills. Colyer blocked, but inbounds, a point for Kansas. White down the line, out of bounds. Point Wisconsin. Kelly Sheffield called her the best young libero he's had in Madison. High praise. At the net, a joust back on Wisconsin's side. Simon was underneath it. Viagic smokes another one. Great up by Bell, and that's out of bounds, but touched by Wisconsin. Point for the Jayhawks. Here's Heidi Devers in to serve. Colyer blocked. Point Kansas, trying to change the juju on this side of the net. It's kind of the ultimate sign of respect if you're getting a triple block, but why wait around if you're Kansas? That's a point for Alicia Andrew. It's Andrew's first kill as a Badger. LeBon drives it into the Wisconsin block. Another crack off the block. Dalton for Patak. Point Wisconsin. Line judge Kristen Simon with a little bit of help on the call there. That's another point for Wisconsin as Patak is denied on the slide. Air ball from Grace Egan. After a serving error on Kansas, Colyer goes to LeBon. And Dalton reads the defense. The kill for the Kansas setter.
I mean, that started with the pass from LeBon.
Dalton played just one set last season. She has battled injuries for the bulk of her college career. Now a senior for Kansas, healthy and playing really well. Andrew dumps it in Dalton's lap. This is Swanson on the swing. Cross court dug by Simon at the net. It is down on Wisconsin's side. Point Kansas. This is her college debut. She's a true freshman from Wheaton, Illinois, not far from Chicago, and she puts it into the net.
That was interesting. I was surprised that he didn't stick with the Kristen Klein switch heading into the second, but it served him well in that second set. She played really well.
Carter Booth offers up a free ball. Iono for Dalton, over to Swanson. Ball is planted for a Kansas point. They are down one.
And puts up a one-on-one, basically, for Swanson on the outside.
Dalton shuffling. Aisha Iono with the point in the middle. Her first kill of the match, and that's a misfire for Katie Dalton. Wisconsin will happily take that and grab the lead right back. In the middle, that was Zelenovic, the pin hitter, getting readjusted in the front row now. Viagic, a roll shot, dug by Dalton, but it's into the net. Set. Wisconsin's offense has by and large run through Una Viagic, who now has 8 kills and is hitting .467. Verbringer took something off the serve. Over to Swanson. Here's Viagic again, off the block. Swanson, a tip. Viagic into the block. Point Wisconsin. Verbringer to Zelenovic. Swanson on the right side from the back row. Good hands, Mac.
Got it.
You still got the soft center hand. LeBon hammers it off the Wisconsin block. Logan Bell serves. Verbringer tight to the net, tees up Carter Booth. 2-point lead for the Badgers, third set, tied at 1. Simon, the pass to Colyer. She was trying to wipe it off the block, but it was out of bounds. Point Kansas.
Good job by Kansas blockers, though, being disciplined and not reaching out for it. That's hard to do.
Ryan White serves Colyer. Into the donut, what a dig by Ryan White. Free ball, Wisconsin. Verbringer to Booth. Ryan White calls for it. LeBon from just inside the 10-foot line wins the point for Kansas. Helter-skelter at the net. What a dig by Dalton, right back to Wisconsin's side. Egan down the line, but out. Point Kansas. The first two sets have been won, I would say, decisively by either team, but Kansas now in the midst of a 5-1 run, trying to take control of what's been a tight third set, and they now lead by 2. 6-1 and 4 straight for Ryan White. Booth hammers it. Kristen Simon serves, and it's an ace. Badgers looking for a break, and they find it.
Again, using the equipment. I love it.
Had 3 aces against Notre Dame, but that was an exhibition play. LeBon is stuck. And a new face on the pin for Wisconsin, helping out with the block. Number 10, Madison Quest. Played high school at DSHA, Divine Savior Holy Angels. Zelenovic dug by Furbringer and dumped down by Colyer. I think the caption said, "Get Mac a jersey." Well, you've already got one, right? You got to have your Ohio State or Penn State jersey hanging up somewhere.
Yeah, I have a couple, that's for sure.
That ball was hammered on an overpass by Alicia Andrew, who's come up with a couple of big points now for the Badgers. LeBon is stuffed. LeBon crafty, but Furbringer back to the play up. Over to Colyer, off the block. It's a 6-0 run for Wisconsin. LeBon, Furbringer again. Colyer again, point Wisconsin.
She's connecting really well with setter Charlie Furbringer, and even though Charlie Furbringer wasn't in a ton of preseason practices this year due to a little bit of an injury earlier, they've gotten into a groove pretty well.
Kristen Simon serving for Wisconsin. Once down 16-14 in this set. But Kansas with a much-needed point.
Great serving by Simon right now. She's serving really flat and really clean right across the top of the tape.
Patak in the middle. Great dig by Simon, and Patak unable to clean it up. Great dig there. Starting to see what the buzz is all about for Kristen Simon as well. This is Grace Nelson into the game for Kansas, number 1. She makes the dig, and Dalton sets up Zelenovic. It's a point for Kansas off a Wisconsin touch. Heidi Devers with the serve. Furbringer pops it to Madison Quest. That's out of bounds. Wisconsin out of sync. Colyer the pass. Back to Mimi. Point Wisconsin. Playing in the first set of her college career. Doug in the back row, and Colyer puts it away. And the Badgers send Kansas away in the third set, 25-18.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Booth is denied, dug by Simon. Over to Colyer, dug by White. Back to Wisconsin's side. From the back row, Viagic puts it down. Viagic hitting .455. She's one dig away from a double-double as well. Attack on the slide, and it falls over. Point Kansas. Big 12 Freshman of the Year last year. Furbringer looked like it slipped through her hands. Selena LeBon with the serve. Furbringer, no issues on that pass. Dug by LeBon. Swanson, cross court, dug by Simon. In the middle, Andrew puts it down. Quest serves Devers. Simon the dig, Patak serves. Furbringer tight to the net, dumps it over. A 2-ball for Charlie Furbringer. Colyer serves just a little bit long, not by much. Dalton with the service error for Kansas. Exhibition play with Charlie Furbringer out for precautionary reasons, and he's now 0 for 2 from behind the service line. Logan Bell serves for Kansas. Furbringer again got Kansas to bite. Serving to get us going, a change-up serve. Dalton sets LeBon off the Wisconsin block and out of bounds on the Badgers side. Ryan White serves Mimi Colyer on the overpass. It's cleaned up by Selena LeBon.
Passes a couple balls off the net and a couple balls over the net, creating some tough opportunities for her setter.
Quest with a roll shot. And Zelenovic back our way. I don't have a thing to worry about. I know I've got Mac Pedraza keeping me clean here.
Madison Quest needs to do a better job blocking that and just finding the ball quicker.
So LeBon's got a dozen kills now to lead Kansas. That's a good serve. On the slide, though, Patak gets it over. Colyer winds up. Bell keeps it alive on the Wisconsin free ball. Furbringer. Down it goes, Alicia Andrew. It's Selena LeBon. And we're tied right back up. That was a floating serve from Madison Quest. Dug by Viagic. Colyer. Point Wisconsin. Oh, Madison Quest. That was a floater that LeBon just could not handle. She serves Devers this time, put a little more heat on it. Swanson through the block, it's dug by Quest. Back row, Viagic, dug by Grace Nelson. Andrew, point Wisconsin. 6 kills and a career-high 8 blocks for Alicia Andrew in her Wisconsin debut. Furbringer was denied. This is Reese Patak. Back row, Viagic, that's out. Nearly an overpass instead of joust. Colyer through the block, a point for Wisconsin. Colyer is just stuffing the box score tonight. 18 kills, 9 digs, 5 blocks. Andrew saves the play for Wisconsin. Iono on the slide. Andrew denied. Anaya Warren keeps it alive. And the roll shot mishit by Viagic. Warren with the pass to the base of the pin. Dalton serves Warren again. Furbringer on the slide, punched by Andrew. Here's Swanson, she is blocked. A little bit different than it has in years past. Not quite as physical as fans in Madison and around the Big Ten have gotten accustomed to. Carter Booth saying, I beg your pardon. Colyer from the back row, get out of the way. Furbringer serves. Pushed over by Zelenovic. Furbringer gets it over. Oh, she hurt herself on the play. Good serve. Zelenovic That's out. Point Kansas. Zelenovic with another one. Booth. That's out. Point Kansas. Ryan White has gone on some good serving runs for Kansas in this match. Over to Quest. Cross court. That's down. First kill of her college career, and she's up big on the block, along with Carter Booth. You could say the same thing about Una Vijagic, who has a double-double tonight. She just served for Wisconsin. 12 kills, 12 digs. Colyer, dug by Bell. Dalton underneath it. And a free ball offered up by White. Booth, dug by White. Dalton. Zelenovic kept alive by Quest, and now Simon for Wisconsin. Zelenovic with some spice. Point Kansas. 11 kills for Zelenovic tonight. We are tied at 20. Both teams in the red zone. Heidi Devers serves. Colyer. Quest. From the back row. Dug by White. Dalton. Dug by Simon. Colyer off the block. Point Wisconsin. What a debut for Mimi Colyer as a Wisconsin Badger. 20 kills. There's a great dig by Vijagic, her 13th. A rainbow to Kansas. Free ball. Great play by Devers just to save the point. Quest off the block. Dalton over to LeBon. Furbringer underneath it. Colyer. Point Wisconsin. LeBon with a huge point for Kansas. In the second game of her college career, she had 20 kills against Penn State, defending national champions. She is legit. And a miscommunication by the Badgers. It's a race to 3. Colyer on the roll shot. Kansas ready. Dalton caught the Badgers off guard. The kill for the setter. Dug by LeBon. Dug by White. A collision for Kansas, and it's a point for Wisconsin. Now it's a race to 2, maybe. We have had 16 ties in the 4th set. And the floor crew working hard.
Hey, we asked for some good volleyball out here. I would say we're getting it.
Patak comes in on the slide, and Kansas has set point. Colyer nearly with an ace. Swanson comes in and puts it where they ain't. It is a basketball arena, Mac. Set point number 2. Colyer comes flying in. Zelenovic, that's in. Kansas with a 3rd set point.
Everybody's doing something different. Patak was doing a great job swinging behind on the slide, and Zelenovic right there did a great job finding that deep corner.
Here's Bell, a service error. And remember, it was in the 4th set. Zelenovic down the line, dug by Simon on the free ball. Zelenovic off the block. Simon flung a hand at it. Now the pass to Viagic, and Kansas with the block out of bounds. Ryan White serves to Viagic. Colyer blocked, and a point for Kansas. They win the fourth set. Remember, it's a sprint here in the fifth set. Points at a premium, only going to 15. Free ball for Kansas. What a dig by Furbringer, and it's popped over by Carter Booth. Zelenovic. West, dug by White. LeBon pushes it across. Furbringer sets the middle. Viagic puts it down. Crafty play. 13 kills and 10 digs and nearly another ace. She's got 2 of those. Point Wisconsin, and that all starts with the service pressure. 2-1 Wisconsin. There's a good rip from LeBon. We're tied at 2. Ryan White serves to Colyer. Booth, dug by White. Zelenovic is blocked. Point Wisconsin. That ball was down. At the net, it's tapped right back down by Carter Booth. She's got 8 kills. Kristen Simon serves it out. And we're tied at 3. Back to Colyer. High Karam off the block, and eventually it falls for a Wisconsin point. 51 swings. She's hitting .333, now .353.
Those are All-American numbers right there.
They sure are. Colyer, what a slice, 25. On the slide, Patak through the hands of Simon, point Kansas. Furbringer tight to the net. Alicia Andrew is having a heck of a Badger debut. Ryan Swanson dug by Simon. Furbringer knocks it over. Point Wisconsin. 43 assists and 17 digs. Colyer serves long, and that brings Kansas down to 2.
Especially in a sprint like a fifth set.
Wisconsin wisely gets out of the way. A sailing serve from Reese Patak. One of the stories of the night, Wisconsin outside hitter Mimi Colyer in her Badger debut with 25 kills. That's 4 off her career high. Great serve by Horner. Swanson off a tip. Colyer off the block and batted over by Dalton. Colyer into the net.
And potentially you would push up the front row attacker, in this case, Viagic. Wisconsin's leaving her out so that she has a better path to go back row attack, because they clearly want to use her quite a bit, just like that.
Oh, Colyer got that one down, though. A point for Wisconsin. Furbringer serves LeBon. This is Swanson with the swing. Colyer the dig. It's an overpass. Furbringer, Colyer, a tip. Sent back over by Zelenovic. Quest is denied. Viagic. Iono into the lap of Wisconsin. Free ball for Kansas. White underneath it for Swanson on the bump pass. Zelenovic through the block, nearly pancaked by Simon. Here's Logan Bell with Kansas down 1 in the 5th. Carter Booth with a drive and a block and a point for Wisconsin. Almost an oxymoron. Zelenovic. Kansas asking for a lift. They get a point either way. Ryan White serving the tie. She serves Grace Egan. What a dig by White. LeBon kept alive by the Badgers. Over to Egan. Spiked off the block. Blistering ball dug by Furbringer. Simon sweeps it over. LeBon winds up, missed it wide. Point Wisconsin. See the reaction by Kelly Sheffield too? I mean, I agree with you. He's usually pretty straight-laced over on the bench, but Kristen Simon with the serve. Zelenovic dug by Furbringer. Grace Egan with a wind-up. Out of bounds. Well, part of the reason she's come back into this game in the 5th set is because Mimi Colyer is out. You saw her with an ice pack on her leg. But the Badgers are getting it done without their workhorse, Mimi Colyer. Match point for Wisconsin. It's not even September. Here's Kristen Simon serving match point. Patak keeps us going. She serves Viagic. Egan dug by Bell. LeBon blocked out of bounds. Point Wisconsin, they win the match.